Vanakkam, Vandanam, Namaskaram. Hi, hello everybody. Today I'm going to discuss about a very interesting topic, but it is not a topic which is related to pharmacology, okay? But it is so much related with physiology, okay? So I felt that I should talk about things that is very useful for upgrading our life. So one such thing I felt is music. Okay, so music is one such thing that activates billions of neurons in our brain. Okay, you know the weight of the brain? So, the average adult brain weighs about 1400 to 1500 grams only. But there are 100 billions of neurons in the brain. And the neuronal connections that are happening in the brain cannot be counted, it is innumerable. Okay, so each and every time you're engaged in an activity, the brain is really enjoying it. Okay, so in the same way, when we listen to a music, what happens is uh, the neuronal networks between the limbic system, okay, and its association areas gets activated. Okay, so limbic system is the overall head of the emotions that run in our own selves. Okay, so the hypothalamus is the managing director of the limbic system. So this directs the neuronal circuits to the hippocampus, amygdala, prefrontal area, and other areas. Okay, and this limbic system in turn plays a very vital part in building the personality of an individual. Okay, and you should understand that when we listen to a music and when we come and try out with some favorite songs, it actually activates the limbic system, so that the overall emotional progress is seen in the individual. The person gets motivated, the person becomes more tolerant, and of course very patient, and even we can postpone aging. Okay, so each and every point what I tell you has scientific evidence. Okay, so I like to substantiate certain things in this video. Okay, so when we listen to music, what happens is we are first listening. Okay, so our temporal lobe is working as such. Okay, so this temporal lobe has got neuronal circuits with the Wernicke's area. Okay, so this Wernicke's area is also a part of the temporal lobe. It is at the junction of the parietal and the temporal lobe. Okay, so this Wernicke's area is known as the area for language interpretation and intelligence. Okay, so that only our elders advise our generation to communicate with the infants. Okay, so as you start communicating with the infants at a very early stage, when you keep on trying and making efforts to communicate with the child keeps on listening to you. So only when the child listens to you, the temporal lobe can start to form circuits with the Wernicke's area. Okay, so the more and more work you give to the temporal lobe will get connected with the Wernicke's area, and the child and the infant will start to speak at a very early age. Okay, so this again has got proof. Okay, so you start talking with your child as soon as possible and as early as possible, so that the child catches your words. Okay, and he or she will start communicating with you. Okay, so I'm telling you this because only when you listen to a song, you will learn new words, and not only that, you will learn the language and you will learn the rhythm of the music. Okay, and this everything together helps in increasing the circuitry work in the non-dominant hemisphere of our brain. Okay, why I'm telling you this? Because the non-dominant hemisphere is the part of the brain which is necessary for intonation of voices, that is ups and downs in the voices, and non-language interpretation, like visual interpretation, that is seeing a painting and describing it as wow, okay, and then, or it may be a sculpture, okay. So you might be enjoying the aesthetics around you, the aesthetics of the nature around you. So for all this to happen, the non-dominant hemisphere of your brain should be strong enough. Okay, so actually telling this, the non-dominant hemisphere is playing a very dominant part in our life. Okay, so for a right-handed person, left part of the brain is the dominant hemisphere and vice versa. Okay, so when we listen to music, it increases the intellectual capability of the individual. Okay, and when we keep on listening to different kinds of music and our favorite music, or whatever we like, whatever sounds, whatever vibrations, okay, that we enjoy, what happens is neuronal circuits are formed between the temporal lobe, and from the way it takes a bypass and it takes to hippocampus, and from there hippocampus short circuits are formed to thalamus, and from there again to the reward area of the amygdala. Okay, and from the amygdala, again the circuits will go to the association areas. So likewise, it is a very complicated network. Okay, so each and every time we listen to a music, so lot of chemical changes are happening in the brain. Okay, so when we listen to a very peaceful, soothing music that calms the mood of the patient, it reduces the anxiety. So how does it reduce the anxiety? Because it increases the release of inhibitory neurotransmitters in the synapses. Okay, as I told you, GABA is the inhibitory neurotransmitter in the brain, chief inhibitory neurotransmitter in the brain. Okay, so that will reduce the CNS excitation, okay, and it will calm the rage and anger of the individual. Okay, so they are trying out these new concepts in a separate kind of treatment known as music therapy. Okay, so when we incorporate music in our life, definitely it will increase the lifespan of the individual, and it will also improve the quality of living of the individual. Okay, so with this conclusion, I like to dedicate a song to the Esther Tamil poet, the great Bharatidasan. Okay, I'll just try to sing, and if you're interested, you can just listen or you can just wind up with this. Okay, okay, let me start. வெண்ணிலாவும் வானும் போலே வீரனும் கோர்வாலும் போலே வெண்ணிலாவும் வானும் போலே வீரனும் கோர்வாலும் போலே வெண்ணிலாவும் வண்ணப்பூ மனமும் போலே வண்ணப்பூ மனமும் போலே மகரையாழும் இசையும் போலே வண்ணப்பூ மனமும் போலே மகரையாழும் இசையும் போலே கண்ணு ஒளி போலே எனது கண்ணு ஒளி போலே எனது கண்ணன் தமிழ் நானும் அல்லவோ வெண்ணிலம் வையகமே உய்யுமாறு வையகமே உய்யுமாறு வாழ்ந்த தமிழன் ஆரும் பேரு வையகமே உய்யுமாறு வாழ்ந்த தமிழன் ஆரும் பேரு துயதான சங்கம் என்றும் தொட்டின் வளர்ந்த பிள்ளை கையினிலே வேயேலேந்தி கையினிலே வேயேலேந்தி everybody. Thank you for watching this clip. I think it was a very useful clip for you, and if you are really interested, start immediately with learning music. Listen to very nice music, and there are a lot of music around you. Okay, enjoy living. Thank you.